because what I'm thinking is that the kids are going back to school, and I want my kids to have something that I feel really good about that they can snack on. So we are kicking off the show with a bang with a company called Biena, and we have Marie-Louise Ludwig, who is here, who's bringing this delicious brand to us that I remember having when the woman who designed the brand, I had her for her very first time on air, and I fell in love with this snack. How are you?
I know. I'm doing great,
nice
thank you.
to see you.
I love to snack, so this has become a cult favorite for me because I love light, crunchy, crispy, sometimes a little smoky and sassy. Sometimes I feel like honey roasted with a little bit of wildflower honey and salt, and sometimes I feel like going with just a little bit of sea salt.
And here's the great part. You're getting all the individual packages that you're seeing right here. This sold out in this configuration. This particular pack-up sold out when it debuted back in June. It is now a Customer Choice Award nominee for Best Snack, and you're getting all of the packages you see here, 4 each in the honey roasted. This one is the barbecue. And then back up here, we have just the classic sea salt. So 4 bags in each of those 3 flavors. They're just naturally gluten-free. Our shipping is also free, which is fabulous. And of course, there is no auto delivery here. So these are shelf stable for a while. If you want to get more because school is starting, since there's no auto delivery, I would get more than one. But what I would love to ask you, Marie-Louise, is a lot of people are familiar with the idea of chickpeas, but don't necessarily know what they would taste like other than just having them, you know, just sort of moist in a salad or in hummus.
Yeah. Well, this is where the idea came from. Poor V, who created this company, she remembers a day when she was pregnant and she really wanted a really nice, light and crispy snack, and she wasn't satisfied with what she found. Well, didn't want a chip, didn't really want a cracker. So she went back to her heritage and she remembered her mother, who used to take the chickpeas, which are a little bit hard, and she used to fry them and she used to flavor them. So what she wanted to do is to take that idea, but not fry them, to come up with a proprietary way to dry roast them. So she takes these chickpeas, which are sourced from farmers in the Pacific Northwest. They are hydrated simply enough with sunflower oil. They are dry roasted, and then they get a really nice light seasoning. The barbecue, the honey roast, or the sea salt. So these are light, crispy, flaky, if you will, loaded with protein and delicious.
So good. It really does satisfy something when you're looking for a crunchy snack, but you don't want a greasy potato chip. You don't want a super salty, fat-laden corn chip. You want something else that has a good heritage to it. This is almost like a heritage style food, but then with all these fun flavors, so you're getting the 2 fun flavors in one classic. The barbecue is perfect because it adds just a little bit of smokiness, but it doesn't overwhelm the chickpea itself. It's got a great flavor.
It really doesn't. And if you like barbecued corn chips, which I love, these are going to satisfy your craving for a barbecued corn chip. They are just light and flaky, if you will. A little bit sassy. They've got a little bit of tomato powder and garlic, a little bit of smokiness to them. Perfect.
And by the way, the bags are they resealable?
They are.
So you can tear it off the top because they are surprisingly satisfying because chickpeas actually help to make you feel full, I think a little bit better than some other snacks do. Then we come to something sweet.
All right.
Tell us about honey roasted.
If you love honey roasted peanuts, here is going to be your great protein substitute here. This just starts with a chickpea. It's hydrated with that sunflower oil and it's roasted so it gets light and crispy. This is made with wildflower honey, a little bit of cane sugar, and then it's rounded off with just a little bit of natural sea salt. By the way, these are all gluten-free, if that matters to you. So you've got that nice little bit of sweetness, that light crispy crunch, and that salt. Kettle cornish as well.
You know what? I agree with you. This is almost like a cross between a honey roasted peanut and a piece of kettle corn and its level of just light, airy sweetness. But of course, you're getting that fabulous texture here too that is not like any other snack that you're getting on the marketplace. That is deliciously crunchy and satisfying and sweet at the same time. But if you're looking for something that's just a little more classic, you don't want barbecue, you don't want anything that's honey or sweet, you just want to go classic, then go for the sea salt. And these also make amazing additions to salads and snacks and yogurts, depending on the flavor that you're using.
By the way, ingredients, chickpeas, sunflower oil, sea salt. How about that?
How nice is that?
Keeping it nice and clean. Finding a better way of snacking, getting the protein that you need. It's very low in sodium, believe it or not, even though there's sea salt in there. This is something that's going to be that substitute for the fried corn chips and the fried potato chips.
That texture is just
good?
the best.
Yeah, these
It
are
is
delicious.
so good. like because it's crunchy, it's light, they are not greasy, and to your point, they're not overly salted or overly flavored. You just get a really delicious flavor out of all three.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something different than maybe granola to mix into your yogurt, go for the honey roasted because that adds a little bit of that sweetness, but I think it holds up better than granola does to the yogurt because it's naturally a little crisper than that. And then the barbecue, that would be so much fun to add into a salad with ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Like how fabulous would that be? And then of course the classic sea salt. That could also be on top of a salad or mixed in with your hummus to give it more texture.
Yeah.
Some kids don't want to eat something that's too smooth. They want something to crunch on. And so this really is a satisfying snack.
And I'm finding that the kids are loving it. And you know, it's really important to get that protein in through the course of the day. And it's something different than just a regular nut or a regular chip or a regular cracker. And Simply Made, it starts with the chickpea, the whole chickpea. It's hydrated with natural sunflower oil, and then it is dry roasted, and then it's mixed with some very clean seasonings, whether it's barbecue, which is a little bit sassy and tangy, or the honey roasted, which has that fresh wildflower honey with sea salt and a little bit of cane sugar, or finally, just as sea salt with just natural sea salt on it.
So this sold out when it was on back in June. You're getting all 12 bags. So it breaks down to $2.49 a bag, which is amazing considering the amount of snacking you're getting in here. The whole price is less than $30 and it's free shipping. So 4 bags in each of those 3 flavors. My dear Marie-Louise, thank you so much.
Good to see you. Thanks, everybody.
So there's a lot going on in this show. I mentioned earlier, Martha is here, Martha Stewart, and we will have 4 delicious foods to chat about with her here in the program. So if you're looking for a terrific wine, perhaps, to go along with the Mama Mancini's meatballs and sauce, we